Ashton TV, joined by manager Steve Cunningham after the 4-3 home victory against Morpeth. Steve, it's 4-3 on the score sheet, but let's not lie, that last half hour was a little bit hair and scaring.
Yeah, it's a shame because it feels like a bit of a defeat, if I'm being honest. I've walked out of the changing room. I've not had to do a team talk. I've left it to the players. They're all having a good old ding-dong in there, and we've just won a game and gone second in the league, but you wouldn't have believed it. I thought first half was very good. I thought we controlled the game. I thought we played some really good football. We was very good with the ball. Bit sloppy at times, which allowed them to counter, and that's where their chances come from. We worked hard, we kept them high. We pressed, and they were playing around the back line and in the centre half to keeper. Then it was going long. We were winning the first and the seconds. And then we go and score 4 absolute outstanding goals. And the first one really typified our sort of football, you know. The second one really well worked. The positive is, there's 2 for me. The performance to get to 4-0 against a very, very good side. Jason Gilchrist getting a hat-trick because he's on fire at the moment, and fair play to him. And when he hears stuff in the stands, it scares me to see what they're watching, because it's right behind the dugout, and I know everyone has an opinion, but the lads scored something like 8 goals, 7 goals in 4 games. It was outstanding. And because we've had to make a couple of substitutions that were unplanned, you don't just change somebody just because someone likes somebody sat on the bench. And I'm going to make that clear, because it's not fair on the lads who are playing, and it's not fair on what we're trying to do. It's not easy running a football team and picking a team, and when you've got such good lads there waiting to get on, but you've got to deal with the situations. And Jason Gilchrist was unbelievable tonight, and I won't have anyone tell me any different. The lad's ran his stones off, right? He really has ran his stones off. And if anyone disagrees with that, I'd rather him not come and watch us. I genuinely mean that. We don't have the biggest fan base in the world, but I'd rather him not come, all right? And I just want to get that off my chest. Second half, self-destruct after the first 10 minutes of going 4-0 up, 2 goals. You think it could be 6 or 7, and then we've just hit self-destruct button. Unfortunately, we just showed what we've shown all through the season at the moment. A team puts it on us, and we crap our pants, and I'm disappointed in that. You can't be 4-0 up at home and then hanging on at the end. You just can't, and the lads know it. It's a disappointment. I'm not going to go into too much on that. I'm not going to dig any players out on that neither. They're doing that in there. I think it's just a case of we did really well for 60 minutes, and then the other 30, 40, 35, 40, including injury time, was a disgrace.
You mentioned there, obviously, it's second in the league, which is the highest the Robins have been in the league in a long time. Now, a bit of a break for 2 weeks from the league. We spoke about it on Saturday, about that changing mentality from league to cup to league to cup to league to cup. But we've got 3 different cups now in the next 3 games over the next 7 days.
Yeah.
Obviously, the FA Cup, we all know the FA Cup against Kidderminster is a priority. But looking into the trophy against Brighouse and the Manchester Premier Cup against West Aids and Chorlton, what's the plan going forward?
Well, you know, one of the things I will say to the players, they've played a lot of football recently, especially the same 11, 12 players. We've got players playing with injuries in key areas where we're not as strong in terms of squad depth, so they've got to play those minutes. You could tell their last 30 we were lagging. Some players really were struggling with energy and sort of that energy to get up the pitch. So the game on Saturday, it's a game we want to win. It's financial reward for the club. We've got a good squad, so we will be making wholesale changes. I will be making 7, 8 changes from tonight. We'll make 7 changes on Tuesday, and it gives the lads who have done really well. And listen, let's get it right as well. We've just gone second in the league after 10 games, and that's the disappointing thing for me, that I feel so deflated on that. But it's a massive
achievement.
Yeah, I would say it's a step in the direction of where we want to be when we took over the football club, and we're backing it up. And it's a fantastic achievement that the lads have got there, especially when you think we got beat on the first day of the season 5-0. It was 150 to 1 to finish bottom.
To
finish top, but we was at the bottom with all the betting and everybody's predictions. Everyone says you'll see where you are when the league filters out after 10 games. I'm proud of my lads, I will say that. Regardless of the last 30 tonight, I think we've done exceptionally well to put ourselves under the radar, and we've just won 5 games on the spin, and I think that's a marvellous achievement for this team. We're unbeaten at home, but we've got a really good squad of players that I'm confident, even if I make 6-7 changes, we want to beat Brighouse on Saturday. And they'll have saw us for the first 45-50 minutes and thought, wow, we're up against it on Saturday. Because any team who watched us in that first 35 minutes, 40 minutes would have thought, wow, we're the real deal. But then if they've watched us for the last 30, if they've actually gone, hopefully they've all gone early and thought game over. But the last 30 just let ourselves down. But again, there's different factors in that. And it happens. It does happen. So I'm not going to dwell on it too much. It feels disappointing now, but I'll go home. I'm going to go in the bar. There's a load of friends from the different clubs that we've managed, and we're going to have a drink with them tonight. We're going to have a quick beer, celebrate going second. We've won a game at home, and I'll do all my homework and back it up ready for Saturday to give the lads a chance to get us through to the next round against Brighouse.